Hey everyone! Welcome to the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not going to do any bits at the stop, so throw it right over to our main man, Mr. Silent Buck.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? We've been off a couple weeks here and there. Things have progressed a bit in the D&D world. Any of you guys who have been following kind of what's going on with Wizards of the Coast and stuff and their OGL changes, I mean, it looks like they're trying to walk a few things back and try to clear things up. I am a person who likes to try to give the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, I don't really trust any corporate entity. So for the time being, and I would hope for the foreseeable future, we will still be doing Dungeons and Dragons, but um, the idea has been floated along that maybe other game systems wouldn't be such a bad idea. So, hopefully you continue to love what we do, and if the time comes that we were to, let's say, go to GURPS. God, if you guys know what GURPS is, good for you. Uh, on the other hand, if we go to something like Pathfinder or whatever else, we're still going to be the same old long shots. Your dungeon master is just going to know a little less.
Call of Cthulhu win.
So, if you, and now Colt, you put these up on YouTube, right?
What were we talking about?
Yeah. The VODs or any of the stream stuff.
Yes. Everything we currently did 2 weeks ago, everything's up on.
So then you, the person who may be watching this on YouTube right now, apparently there's a comment section down there. I don't go there; it's a dark place. But if you want to comment about something, hey, if you want to see us maybe try a different RPG system somewhere down the line, let me know. We'll take a look.
While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe and smash that
subscribe button.
You could smash it, or you could just look at it, blink twice.
It's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel, so I'll get the alerts and I will pass it along.
Dude, I love the dark place underneath the YouTube video. That's my favorite.
Hey, you know what? I won a $200 Star Citizenship off a YouTube comment section. So,
is it so dark then?
It can be. Speaking of dark,
what mate?
Tall, Dark, and Ginger. Is our resident recap artist, and this week, like a few weeks as well, he's gonna have to try to remember what we did last time.
Last week on the Long Shots, 2 people were sick, so we didn't do anything. The week before, that week on the Long Shots returned to Mintarn, prepping for a massive battle against Fake Thane. Well, I guess they were a little late because his head was already on a stake. He kind of let himself go. Doesn't matter. Fake Thane is dead. Before they got to the castle, however, they went to their old tavern watering hole, met up with Bertram Reynolds, and a large orc that Meow arm wrestled. And despite turning his cap backwards, like Sylvester Stallone, still lost an arm wrestling contest. Turns out this orc, massively strong, had also experienced some time delineation issues of timelines being all messed up, but he would be available for a hire down the road if we needed his assistance. On the way to the castle, Colt gave the party's last magic being away, and wouldn't you know it, a second pyramid appeared in the middle of the road. I mean, the chances of 2 pyramids appearing is unlikely, but hey, if there's one thing the Long Shots do well, it's the unlikely. After running into stunt doubles from Letterkenny, they went to the castle and got the reward from the tyrant, their very own island. Now they head back, fought a mummy for a hot second, and now decide where they are going to go next. To the island to check it out. There's a wedding on the future and a dragon on the Sword's Coast. What will the Longshots do now? Find that out and more on this week's Longshots Dungeons and Dragons, covered by no license whatsoever.
Yay!
You're muted.
Buck's muted.
Muted.
Well, you gotta be a little more excited now. You're either an energy taker or giver there. That you're definitely a taker.
Energy vampire.
Quick, let's all try to guess what he's saying.
Hey guys. Okay. All of you get plus
Look
3.
at
it
this mic
receiving
right
power?
here. I'm gonna take a bite out of it. I need some sugar.
And was stuck.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
never mind.
Okay.
I had hit it, but it didn't undo itself, so looks like it was a little gummed up there. All right. You were invited to a super soft birthday party, which you politely declined, and headed back to the fortress in the middle. Well, I say the middle, on the western edge of Mira, where you were granted your own private island. Yours to do with what you want, but there's been some great private islands and some not so great private islands in the past, so whatever you guys do with that is up to you. Having been handed the deed, you have some time to kill in Mira before any of your eventual quests. But you've been told that there's going to be an upcoming shindig, which you're aware of. It seems to be happening sometime soon.
On the island?
No, this would be over in Neverwinter.
Oh, the wedding.
Yes.
Yes. Well, before is Celisa's father here, or is he in Neverwinter?
I believe he's a Neverwinter.
Okay, because if he was here, then I would offer to give him a lift to his daughter's wedding. But if he's already there, then no. So we have about 2,000 gold worth of cargo, and so if folks are going to mill about, Colt is going to go and barter that for some stuff that he could sell. They could sell collectively in Neverwinter. Because we are a business.
Altogether, it would have been 1,200 gold.
Okay. So what's
1 ton of iron ingots and 1 ton of cloth.
so what can I trade that for that would be of interest in Neverwinter?
Well, let's see. Let's just get a nice roll chart here.
Roll chart. Roll chart.
Uh-huh. So it looks like
Yes.
it looks like they would be able to give you salt at quite a good price. That could be easily sold back in Neverwinter for a profit.
Okay. I don't think anyone else has ever shown any interest in this, so Colt would definitely do the initiative and use his charm, persuasion, and panache to get the best price possible and get some salt to take back.
Absolutely.
I think the important question to ask is it iodized salt?
It is sea salt.
But is it iodized sea salt?
I wouldn't know.
Meow's going to be hanging with Bertram, who, if I remember correctly, just made landfall last episode, right?
Indeed.
Has it been confirmed or denied that he smokes?
I don't think it was denied for sure. I'm not sure if it was confirmed, but he seems
Okay.
like the type.
He's gonna bark up that tree while you guys are handling this.
How you gonna bark up that tree? I'd like to
He's
know.
gonna kind of like shuffle shoulder to shoulder and not really make eye contact and be like, hey Bertram.
Yeah. Oh, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
You looking to have a good time?
He kind of raises one eyebrow and is like, "Is this your idea of a good time or Colt's idea of a good time?"
Oh
Because
boy, yeah.
Yeah, Meow will not be able to keep a straight face of that.
Sure.
Uh,
he goes and claps you on the shoulder. He's like, "I'm just kidding."
Factually accurate.
Or am I?
Meow was just kind of like in the most inconspicuous way possible, just kind of like motion with his side of his head down to his right hand, where he's got his pipe and
Pipe.
some of his leftover dried out Nern root for him to
He-
try.
He lets up a big sniff and is like, thought I smelled a Vernus cabbage. Mm,
Yes. All right,
interesting.
we're going on an
strain."
adventure, he and I.
And then yeah, you guys basically chill on the deck of the ship, and he starts like naming off constellations after about 5 minutes, but it's broad frickin' daylight, so he's just pointing where they will be later.
It's impressive. Wow.
He's
I
a
love it.
man of the sea, that's for sure. All right.
How much salt did I get?
So that is actually up to you.
Oh, okay.
I rolled against your panache, which is what, like in the 20s by default.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing lower than a 21.
Perfect. So what would normally be 5 copper pieces per pound is for you 1 copper piece per pound.
Oh.
5 copper pieces would be the expected normal trade price when you go to sell it as well.
1 copper per pound, worth 5 copper per.
Mhm.
All right. I
So is
need to
now
do
your ship.
I need to do some math.
That's kind of the best part about running stuff like this. The only thing I need to tell you is I need to double check your cargo space. I had that down at one point, and then I have since lost that, but I can find that very easily. by
Cargo
just
road.
heading over to the Lamprey ship here. Oh no, you guys have a space galleon now.
We have both.
Are you going to fill up both?
I mean,
If you got the money. So
got the money, yeah.
your space galleon can hold 20 tons of cargo. And I believe Elian went off on the lamprey, right? Or no? No, that was the damselfly. Gotcha. I remember now. Your lamprey can hold 6 tons. So 26 tons of cargo split between them.
Okay. You guys role play, and I'll do some math. I'll tell you exactly what I do.
What's the adventure for today, guys? Sips on beer.
Are you within earshot of Meow and Bertram? Right, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at, actually?
I
on the
imagine
ship?
he and I
Are
are
you on
like
land?
we're on the ship, like dangling our legs off of the side of the ship, like little kids, just staring up at the sky. So Meow's gonna hear you say that, and he's gonna say, he's gonna kind of yell out, "The adventure's over here, Radagast."
I love the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, do that
He-
again. That was great.
He turns into an Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion guard when he gets high. I don't understand it. So he'll yell and kind of beckon over Radagast.
Oh yeah, I'll come.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm totally passing it to Radagast.
It looks like 2 of the sheep have followed you up as well, and they are also sitting in the circle.
Please, we need this.
I'm just gonna kind of whatever you gave me. I'm just gonna like give the sheep to try first.
I imagine
Okay.
Meow rolled up pipeweed inside of like a blunt crafted out of his dried up nern root that he saved from our trip across the universe.
The lead sheep, this is number 2, leans forward and gives it a little bit of a sniff and a meh, and then chomp, like just eats it.
I'm gonna smack his snout. Like, no! Get it out!
And out it comes, still lit.
Jesus Christ. I give it to the other sheep.
It just stares blankly at it.
I'll take a hit and I'll blow it in its face. But it's gonna be like smoke rings.
Nice.
That particular sheep just sort of sits back on its tush. Just,
I'm gonna talk to it. I'm gonna give it a funny like. I'm gonna whisper in its ear a joke, through like,
I want to know this
Okay.
joke, but give me just a second. Theron, what are you getting up to?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Are you on the
No,
well-
where are you at? Start with
I
that.
mean, where do we start?
Colt has gone down to get, you know what? Let's see. Colt had requested some lobster bisque be delivered in barrels to the ship from a nice old lady named Bismuth. Maybe you're overseeing the delivery.
Yeah.
So
behind that.
this little old lady with a surprising amount of spry strength has got this like barrel of lobster bisque on her back, and she's just kind of like walking through town, but she's got her neck like cranked up to you basically the entire time, just looking up at you and talking. It's like, yeah, and that's the first time that I met Colt. Signed my book.
Glorious and riveting tale.
So you said you're some kind of holy man?
You can say that. I am devout acolyte of the great Lord Talos. Have you heard of him? Would you like to hear of him?
Well, sure. Why not?
Yes. With just but a man, but I learned how just the language of dragons and use it to slay dragons. Glorious man among men. Actually ascended to godhood, would you know?
Wow.
The only man ever in our realms to make such ascension, to be so glorious and powerful, to make that step to a higher being.
I want to intercut this with across the docks as you're saying higher being. That's right around the time that Radagast is blowing into the sheep. Just like in my head, this is what's happening here. Going back.
Jeff Airplane's White Rabbit starts playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm whispering, whispering in the sheep's ear, like, what instrument does a pair of sheep play?
The sheep speaks back to you in common, or you think it's common because you forgot you can speak to animals.
I'm also under.
I want to know the answer to this joke.
Yeah.
It's the tuba.
Oh no.
Both of them just in a perfect Seth Rogen. Except to everyone else, it's bad.
I'm assuming we probably didn't understand the joke either because he was speaking sheep speak.
No, basically you see him lean over like a school-age child with his hand up and whisper it in, and then the sheep just start cheesing.
Nice.
So Talos, huh? That's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of gods to choose from. You know, me personally, I'm pretty big into the sea bitch.
If you're big into that particular god, is that name I guess a endearing term for the one you worship?
Yeah, she loves it. She's all about it. Empowerment. She owns it.
You hear in the distance, yes, queen, I'm a total bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the sea bitch just crushing a white claw like millions of miles in the distance now. She says that.
They drink it and crush it with their forehead.
Wearing a girl boss t-shirt. All right. Now that we've started 2023 out with a bang.
Oh god.
Yeah. She asked if you want to try some of the bisque.
Certainly. I never want to turn down a charity as such a good meal.
This keg has a tap on the bottom, like one of those water coolers you'd bring to a football game.
Tap that Bisquey, buddy. Woo! I imagine that's how people in Maine party.
Yeah,
I guess I'll grab one of the red solo tankards.
of course, come standard.
Complimentary.
get a little tankard of bisque.
I'll
Ugh.
try not to quake so much. These old bones only have so much shock absorption. Damn osteoporosis.
And there will give yourself a little bit of bisque and take a big old quaff of bisque.
It's delicious.
Is it warm? Are they insulated barrels? Like 30?
No,
No? Okay.
no. Although it's got a hint of something. Give me a perception check.
All right, let me get my dice.
Oh.
While I get the dice, I have done the calculations here on my end. We are filling the ships to the brim with 52,000 pounds of salt for a steal at 520 gold, which we will sell for 2,080 in Everwinter.
Now I need you to do a hydrostatic integral to determine the buoyancy of the ship and the total mass of all that salt to make sure not.
You better get on it.
Magic.
That is worse than the turtle shells.
Give him a calculator.
I don't know why that just came to mind. Oh, calculus. Without a calculator, I have
You gave
nightmares.
me psychic damage.
Let's see. So I said perception, yes?
Mm-hmm.
16.
There's a smoky, bourbony flavor to the bisque. You probably think, looking at the barrel and having tasted that that's probably a bourbon barrel that she has repurposed as a bisque transporting device.
Bisque barrel.
It's like, this kind of has a nice sweet, oaky, almost boozy flavor to it. It's quite nice, very warming.
Oh, well, I'm glad it added to the recipe. Stole the barrel from Dan Jackals.
You stole the barrel?
Yeah,
Talk.
did the fact that I worship a god who's known for, being a bitch, like, go over your head?
Yes, queen.
Hmm.
Again, but hey, I'm also willing to give the barrel away.
So, helping carrying the barrel, can I lead the direction of where we walk?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like she's in much of a situation to go very far very quickly.
Well, we're walking down to the local police station.
Oh boy.
You
Please.
take like a quick left turn, and she's like, shortcut to the docks, okay.
Oh yes, this way it'll be quite a lot easier on your knees. The ground here seems to be quite a bit smoother, less bumpy.
Oh, well, hey, make me a strength check.
All right.
There'll be a hag in disguise. You have to fight her in the alleyway alone.
Strength check. That's a 9.
I was not expecting that.
I have a +1 to strength.
I know, but like, I still just wasn't expecting it. You can see how long I've played with some of your other characters.
Yeah.
Okay. It felt like for a moment that you possibly could have carried her and the barrel at once to speed up the process, but it's probably best to just lead her instead of carry. Okay, yeah.
a real test of
She's
strength.
you guys are getting a little closer to the guards. She's like, huh. Well, yeah, I think we're taking the long way around.
It truly is a great town, isn't it? I don't get to see the sights nearly enough. And with such great company and such a great soup, I couldn't imagine a better scenic route.
Right? Well, I was thinking of leaving, personally.
Oh yeah, where
Starting-
you plan to go?
Well, after I sold off all the valuables, I don't know, somewhere cold. I like it cold.
That's quite the opposite. What people of your age usually do, they usually move to a nice, warmer climate.
That's right. Yeah, that's what brought me here originally. But come to think of it, I think I've just been missing out. Like I've never seen snow. What's that like?
It's cold.
You don't say.
Some say cold as ice.
Is it like sand?
It falls like sand, but the second you touch it, it turns to water.
Whoa.
It is quite beautiful, though. Very peaceful and tranquil.
You're basically heading along the backside of the small seawall that would lead to the docks, and there is a what looks like a toll booth, basically for horse and buggies, which would be the closest official guard outpost. There's just a guy kind of slumped there with a spear that has a sign. Looks like it's double-sided. It's just red and green on each side. He's just kind of like turning it as needed.
Like, oh, looks like we have a little toll booth here on the way. Oh, we could just surely walk on by. Oh, excuse me, guard. Oh yes, this lady here has confessed to larceny of the highest degree. She has stolen this barrel.
Just kind of looks at you for a second. Is like, okay. Do you
What?
do you have proof, or?
She confessed.
She looks at him right in the eyes and is like, yep, sure did. Right from the warehouse, too. Well, okay. I think I'll handle it from here, I guess. He reaches into his back pocket and takes out this pair of manacles. He's like, Miss Bismuth, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me. Sure, that's fine.
I guess for your troubles, officer, is a barrel of some very tasty lobster bisque. Make sure you and the rest of the guards enjoy.
We love Bismuth's bisque. God, that is so hard to say.
Why am I getting like crime mob boss like vibes from her right now? She's about to send like a band of assassins after us for revenge from the jail cell.
Well, not me. She loves me. I think Theron's a marked man now.
I'm sorry, Bismuth, but I failed to say that Talos is a god of order and lawfulness, and I just could not overlook this transgression.
Oh no, I understand completely. It was a wrong thing to do. I should learn my lesson. You're right.
So if it's any reconciliation, the bisque was delicious.
It always is until it's not. But it mostly is.
Okay, that's serial killer vibes now.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
like this at all.
We're about to have like Assault on Precinct 13 one shot here, where everyone's coming after Theron.
So she like lowers the barrel back down and takes off the rope straps. It kind of stands up straight for a moment, reaches her hands out, and the guy clasps the manacles on there, and he looks at you and is like, do you mind holding this?" And hands you the spear with the stop go sign on it.
Oh, sure. Do I need to do anything? You just need me to hold it.
Yeah, whenever you want people to stop, just show them the red side. Whenever you want them to continue, give them the green side. It's pretty much up to you, really. We don't have a system.
Oh, yes, red light, green light. I played this a lot as a child.
Yes,
Some say I'm a pro at it.
we thought about having a deadlier game of it, but that's a whole other idea. Anyway, we'll be off then. I'll be back in like maybe 10 minutes.
So as Theron is kind of monitoring this booth, he's going to stop everyone and give them short sermons on the glory of Talos.
Oh boy.
He's not going to make it green until he gives his full spiel.
Hail,
How long
citizens.
is that?
I'd say it's about 10 minutes per person.
Oh Jesus!
That is gonna be that's gonna be a little backup on the I-90 there.
So then for your first 10-minute sermon, I will jump over. Ametrine, what are you doing?
One of two things, I think. I think I'm either going to be asleep, or I kind of want to take the lamprey out to see the island that we recently acquired.
Okay.
Maybe before Colt starts loading it up with salt, he'll get to the harbor and it's just gone. There's a little note. It says,
Yeah.
"Be back soon."
What?
And yeah, no, I just kind of want to go out there, see what's there, and then maybe start using mold earth to lay some foundations.
Okay. There's a nice horseshoe-shaped bay right on the southern side of the island. Nice sandy beach. Some cool collections of shells. Got some fiddler crabs and things. Some parts of the island right in the center. You got a nice bit of vegetation off of the corners of it. It's only about a 2 square mile island. Nothing crazy.
But yeah, I just want to spend some time just exploring, seeing what's there,
Okay.
get into trouble.
Roll me percentile while you're there, if you don't mind.
$32.
Okay. Awesome. And then what else was going on?
Sorry?
What else were you doing? Just walking around basically and doing the mold earth?
Yeah, just kind of laying some foundations, kind of getting ready to possibly build something.
Okay. Anyone else want to chip in before I advance time?
By the way, did we get a long rest in before, after the whole pyramid thing?
Not yet. It doesn't seem like. Although you
Okay.
would have had time for a short.
Just double checking.
Just to clarify, I'm assuming Meow, Radagast, the two sheep, and Bertram were on Bertram's ship. I don't think we ever clarified that. So we're not
I
flying.
would expect either that or the galleon.
Okay, cool.
I thought we were on the
space
galleon.
galleon.
Galleon works.
The Excelsior, I believe it was, or that was Champ's ship. Can't remember.
Is Bertram coming with us and helping us manage our ships?
Meow sure hope so.
He is based out of Neverwinter, so he's going to be sailing alongside you guys.
3-ship convoy.
Alongside us, I feel like is maybe a stretch.
Well, alongside in a vertical sense.
I feel like he's gonna be like miles behind us.
Well, we probably travel at the same. Wait, do airships travel a smidge faster than sailing ships?
So your lamprey, if you were to just use its fly speed, is about 35 feet. And then if we're talking a galleon's actual like boat speed, that's something else entirely. Those can travel pretty dang far. Oh, you'll have to forgive me there. A little sick today.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Ugh. All right. I will double check the speeds when it matters, which is, I will tell you once you get to that point. One sec. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just waiting on the dock for Ametrine to arrive while I manage the loading of the galleon.
Meow at this point would be helping out Colt, and not just sitting there like a jerk. And I'm assuming Bertram would probably join as well.
I know it's just salt, but we're gonna get a bang for a buck for this in Neverwinter.
Are we just experiencing like large loads of salt being transferred like
Yep.
around us, or?
Yep. There's
Okay.
just a crap ton of barrels of salt coming in.
We purchased this, right? gonna go
Well,
back and trade it?
we had stuff on our ship, and I sold that, and I bought the salt at a copper a pound, and I feel like we can turn it for 4 or 5 copper a pound in Neverwinter. So
For the sake of my sanity and organizational purposes, each individual barrel will be a ton. There go. If a barrel gets destroyed somehow, that is a ton gone, etc., etc. If you guys find a barrel of something, unless stated otherwise, it'll be a 1-ton barrel, just to make it easy.
okay, magic transporting ton barrels
Works for me.
sounds good.
Meow can't count, so it's all the same.
Yeah, so actually, it's strange. All of these 52 barrels all have a ton of salt in it.
It's like, what's heavier?
No,
a
it's
barrel of
26
salt
barrels.
or a
26
barrel
barrels.
of feathers?
A ton of feathers. If you open the barrel, it shoots out like the snakes in a can.
There's a never mind.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, that's where I was going. All right. So while that's loading up, after about your second sermon, there's a guy who is waiting about like at the 5-minute mark, and he's like, "Mate, seriously, you gotta do this to everyone."
Oh, yes, sir. If you want to hurry up along, come join on this sermon. There's no limit to the benevolence of Talos. I shall share the light with you all.
Oh boy.
What if we all just agreed to just do you take tithes? Can we just cop a coin to Talos and be on our day?
I don't take tithes, but if you promise to give that tithe to the local temple, then yes.
Yep, got it. Can I go?
Yes, that's acceptable.
So you get about 6 or 7 more that are like that all nod their heads and like, yep. And then finally the guard guy comes back and he's like, "Ah, appreciate it. You seem to have kept things moving fairly well."
Like I said, expert at red light, green light.
Appreciate you cleaning up the streets. We could well, people such as yourself tend not to last very long around here. It's refreshing.
Well, that's a curious thing to say. What do you mean?
Well, Mintarn as a whole has always been known of a bit of a pirate hangout. You always tend to attract the unsavory types.
Well, worry not. Until my final breath, I will do my utmost to make sure all evildoers and lawbreakers shall be brought to justice. To the glory of the great Lord Talos.
Perfect. Well,
Anyway, here's your side back.
thank you. Uh, Say, are you heading out anytime soon?
I'm unaware of the rest of my traveling party's current plans. Is there something I could do to help?
Oh, well, I mean, if it wouldn't be too much of a bother, um, there's a particular item that I would like delivered. However, I'm not sure you're heading to the same place. Where is it that you're heading?
Um, believe the last I heard, we are heading up to Neverwinter.
Splendid. The exact place I needed something to go.
What is the nature of this item you wish delivered, and to whom?
It's a letter uh, addressed to the owner of a particular trading company.
It's going to be hard to identify this trading company as a particular trading company. Do you have a name?
White Sails, but just seeing if you were interested before I showed my hand.
Certainly. We're heading that way anyways, and I'll be glad to help out a fellow steward in maintaining the law and order of the land.
Excellent. Um, I will have it delivered to the dock. Which ship is yours?
We have two ships docked side by side. One of them, the Ambitrine, some numbers following it. I can't remember, and the other one next to it is Galleon.
Okay, perfect. Um, he leans in a little close and kind of like whispers, but tries to look nonchalant. He's like, "I hear it's a dowry for a marriage that's happening. Real secret stuff. And honestly, we all think it's a money shipment, but we don't quite trust too many in the merchant marine force or any of the privateers we may hire to do such a thing. You seemed honorable enough."
So I guess we hands our letter, clasp his hands, like, you have my word as a divine paladin of Talos that I will do my utmost best to deliver this letter with the seal unbroken.
Perfect. And there is also the matter of the container that will also be going with you. The letter is to, formally invite them to open it and who it's from and different things like that. However, the container is the present.
Oh, are we holding the container here? Or
It is currently in a safe location that I'm
are we
sure
gonna
you
have
can understand I cannot disclose, nor do I actually know myself. But if I send word to, he gestures his head up to the fort. It's like, I will have them delivered to you post haste.
Okay, sounds great. I'll head back to my ship and await the delivery.
Splendid. Your name again?
Theron Baron Wolf, acolyte of Talos.
My name is Travis. I don't actually have a last name.
Ah, Travis. Good strong name. No wonder you're a guard.
Well, I never was into guards, guard duty before, but one too many raids up and down the Sword Coast, and well, you have only but a few options. I'm not the same person I was, though.
Regardless of your past, there's always a path to redemption.
He smiles. He's like, "Ain't that the truth?" And then turns back and screams, "Hey, I didn't tell you you could go. Red, you fool!" All right. So then, are you going to be heading back to the dock?
Yep.
Have most of us reconvened at the docks?
Being returned.
Yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't spend too long. I would just kind of like explore things, lay some foundation, and then like go back. Or at least I wasn't told how long we were gonna be. Was I?
Uh, I'm not sure. Somewhere between you guys landing, doing the pyramid, then everyone going back to town, and you going off to the island. Perhaps you would have had a conversation. I mean, I know Colt for sure said he was going to head down to the market, so I say you gave yourselves an hour. So it's about a 20-minute trip to the island, just for your records.
I'll come back at around supper time.
All right. You are hungry for a lobster bisque that will never appear.
No.
Whenever I get back to the boat, I'm basically just going to stand at attention, like kind of at the bow of the ship, like on the docks, just so it's more easily identifiable and I can keep an eye out for somebody making the delivery.
So did any barrels of lobster bisque arrive or nothing?
No barrels of lobster bisque.
Didn't we pay for that?
Yeah, we did pay. I paid for that.
So, right about the time that you're starting to get pissed at business work ethic, that's about the time that Theron would show back up, and that Meow, Radagast, the sheep, and old Captain Reynolds are feeling pretty good about themselves.
Theron, I have a crime to report.
Oh, go on.
I have been defrauded. I made a deal with someone for a product, and they did not deliver. I bought at a very competitive price some lobster bisque from a little old lady that we had met, and the barrels never arrived.
Oh, one barrel.
Yes, I bought a barrel of lobster bisque, and it never arrived. I was robbed by somebody.
What? Did it happen to be old lady?
Yes,
Bismuth?
bismuth.
You see, I was walking through town doing my patrols, and
Mm-hmm.
she waved me down, thinking me to be a strong adventurer type, which
That
she
you
wasn't
are.
wrong.
That you are.
And wanted help carrying a barrel of bisque.
Okay.
And so, of course, knowing me, I gladly accepted and began on our way to the ship. And of course, as conversations with me surely almost go, we talked about our religions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And come to find out, she worshipped the sea bitch, and that's really no issue of mine. People can worship whoever they like. They have the right to be wrong.
Yes. Very open-minded.
But then, talking about the bisque, she mentioned that the barrel itself was stolen.
Oh. Okay.
And, well, that itself was a crime as well, so I directed us over to the nearest guard shack and turned her in and donated the lobster bisque to the local guards.
Oh. So the barrel was stolen, but lobster bisque was not. Correct?
Correct. There's a barrel full of bisque.
So you stole my bisque and gave it away.
Nope.
Because the bisque was just sitting in a container.
In a stolen container.
So, but you thought it would be best to steal my bisque and not transfer it to a different container and bring my purchased product to the ship.
So do you have any spare empty barrels that are liquid tight? Just handy. Do you have one in your pocket, perhaps? Do you think I have one in my pocket?
I actually do have several barrels in a portable hold now that you mention it.
I bet Vel has one on her jacket too.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, listen.
Well, I can tell you exactly where I dropped it off.
Oh, I'd say it's already spoiled now. I'm sure the guards have eaten it.
It was already room temperature by the time we were carrying it over.
Well, listen. I know following Talos is a very demanding oath, and we all falter from time to time. And even though you stole this from me and gave it away, stuff that did basically doing the same thing that poor Bismuth did, I will not think poorly of you because we are all imperfect.
I mean, I could not take the barrel. It was stolen property. It had no way of transferring the liquid, so I left the barrel with the guards.
Did you try?
No.
I didn't think so.
I didn't see a reason to at the time.
I imagine around this time, Meow is starting to get the munchies, and he's realizing that we're not going to have dinner.
I did taste the biscuit. It was quite good.
Oh, well, at least someone in this group enjoyed something I paid for.
It was a bourbon barrel biscuit.
Oh, I bet it was really good. Oh, boy. You know, Paladins is like 2 steps forward and 1 holy step back. All right.
If you look at it like this, Bismuth stole your money by putting the soup she made in a stolen container.
I see it as you doing your job and inadvertently stealing something from me and then sort of writing it off to justify your cultish-like devotion to your god. But, hey, at least you had some of the bisque I buy you. The best X amount of gold I've ever spent, as long as you're satisfied.
How much did it cost? I will be in your debt and I will pay it back. Thus is my duty to make right with how I have wronged.
You know what? I'm going to put that in my pocket, and when I need you, I will summon you. All right. Anyone on the ship? Joel just walk off.
Yeah, I was going to raise his hand, but what's for dinner?
Ask Theron. He is the
I'm also raising my hand.
He is the in charge of all food quality, be it morally and, FDA approved. On the ship.
I'm imagining the sheep also raised their little sheep hands.
Oh, yeah, when they saw me raise my hand, they raised their hands.
It's like, all right, guys, which sheep do you like the least?
I immediately say number 3.
Well, there you go, Meow. There's dinner.
Wow.
Meow doesn't hesitate. Is number 3 part of the group that was smoking with us, or is it downstairs?
I believe number 3 would be downstairs. It was 1 and 2 that came up. But what were you saying, Eric? I'm sorry.
Number 3 is downstairs, but I like them all still, but I don't like number 3. Number 3 is just like a little just older and cranky. That's why.
That loss will hurt the least.
Meow will kind
They're
of like
old and cranky,
clap
so we're gonna have
Radagast
tough
on the
mutton.
shoulder and just say, "Cover their ears."
This is a jerky.
Meh.
I tell them to go for a swim.
Just cook it low and slow. It'll be fine.
Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my. Wow.
After that, resuming standing at attention at the dock, waiting for the delivery.
After about 20 minutes, a cart can be seen sort of wheeling this barrel up with 2 unassuming looking individuals with like leather cloaks, but you can tell by the sword hilts poking just out from underneath the coat that they seem to be More of the military type rather than just some Joe Schmo.
Colt's gonna eye this up. Hello. Can we help you?
Greetings. Are
They
you
give
here
a-
on behalf of Travis?
They nod.
I've expected you. I am. He may have mentioned my name. I am Theron Baronwolf. He's entrusted me with this delivery.
He first nods again and then kind of looks up and is like, and make sure no one has any sticky fingers this journey. All right?
I will
Counting
guard it
on
with
you.
my life.
Perfect. And they sort of put the barrel onto the dock there, gaze at you one last time, and make
Give
their
him
way
a
back
firm-
up.
I'll give him a firm nod. And then we'll look at the barrel and use my invocation for detect magic. But not barrel, the chest.
It does not seem magical.
Okay. Adds legitimacy, at least it's not some sort of magical trap of any kind.
Let's open it.
What's this, Theron?
I have agreed to make a delivery to the White Cells Trading Company up in Neverwinter. I told the particular guard who took Miss Bismuth into custody that we were heading that way, and I have been entrusted with this.
Well, what is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Right when you say I don't know, I'm just gonna go and like inspect the barrel.
Wait, so is it locked? Did he give me a key to it? Or is it just locked and the person receiving it has the key?
Um,
Is the key in the envelope?
the envelope did feel heavy.
Okay, well, the envelope is, of course, in one of my pockets. No one else knows about that.
Nope, no idea.
I'm just going to take this up to my quarters and do my duty and make sure it arrives safely.
Is it?
I'm gonna shake the barrel, see if it's liquid or something.
You're on what?
Shaking the barrel to see if it's like what is it? Like what's
I mean, I haven't. It's not a barrel; it's a chest.
okay. I shake the chest.
And like, does it look like just like a plain wooden chest, or is it ornate of any kind?
Got some nice gold banding, but it is unassuming. You would assume, having chatted up a few of the people, that it seems like it would be unassuming.
Right. Very solid in structure.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the
Okay.
size of
So
a human body?
ornate.
It's a pretty big chest.
What's in this?
Is this dangerous, Theron?
It isn't magical. I've already checked.
Well,
I knock
mean,
on it, see if it
there's
knocks back.
plenty of non-magical dangerous things out there. It could be full of gunpowder.
I received it from the guards, and you saw the military men delivering it. I doubt that they would want to bomb a civilian ship who have done no wrong.
I'm less concerned about them bombing a civilian ship, and more concerned about them blowing up White Sails Trading HQ. Very convenient and somewhat deniability for some ragtag, handsome, attractive, effective group like us to deliver a bomb to Neverwinter.
When you say bomb, I'm just gonna put my ear to it and listen for ticking.
No ticking.
Now,
No ticking.
Thank you. I understand you have certain, how do I put this? Principles that you live your life by, and I mostly respect those. I am more than happy to ensure you don't accidentally do anything evil if you were to take an extended dinner this evening, then I could wander off for a bit, and then when I come back, pat you on the shoulder and say, "You know, man, you did a good job today." And if neither of us ask each other any questions, there's nothing to worry about.
I gave my word that this chest would not be opened until it reaches its destination.
That is exactly what I would tell someone to do if I was sending a bomb to someone.
As you're saying that, Radagast is trying to open this chest. Like he's using his teeth at this point.
Hey, stop that! It's just gonna like kind of, it's gonna like bop him on the nose. There are no sheep in there.
He just immediately goes back to it.
He's like, but you know what there is, right? I guess like there's gonna lean down and whispers there. They told me it's full of cheese wheels.
Oh my god, you're evil. Puts
I'm
his hands
giving
in
you
the air and
inspiration for
screams
that.
and runs down
What say,
to
Joy?
the bottom.
I'm giving you inspiration for that.
You promise not to have any knowledge of them opening things, right?
Well, if
You don't know, then you're upholding your oath.
people sending sensitive information or sensitive packages will have ways of telling whether or not it was opened.
Colt laughs very like, you are correct, but let's just assume for a moment that I am one of those people who traffic in those sort of things, and therefore would be aware of such things. So I actually do know my way around of secret messages more than perhaps I let on. Listen, if you don't think this is going to blow up the White Cells, which we do have relationships with, that's fine. But you have to understand from my position, folks show up with a barrel that says, "Don't open, deliver to a business in Neverwinter." And there's been tensions between Mintarn and Neverwinter. It's only in my due diligence for me to inquire what exactly we have here.
And sorry, why can't we just open the box and look at it?
Someone gave their word that it wouldn't be opened.
Yes, me.
Oh.
Oh, you got to change your hat.
Motherfucker. Alright.
But when you said there was cheese wheels, like Radagast ran to the bottom gallows of the ship.
Shit.
What's
We're in
the
We're in top
what's
That was mean.
oh no, he's
That was
leaving.
mean.
Wait, what?
Oh, he's getting a hat. What's the box made out of?
It's
Wood.
A wood,
Wood and
a-
metal.
It's a well-constructed wooden box with metal banding.
Well, that's silly. I don't know. I think we should just trust Theron. I mean, he seems to be very confident and I mean, this is his responsibility and if something happens, then
I will take full accountability.
I mean, he could be falling from grace right now. He did just steal something from someone moments ago.
I will take full accountability for that as well. Theron just
Walt,
What? I'm just saying, I don't want him to fall into a life of crime and be an oathbreaker. That's all I'm saying. I'm concerned for him.
sure.
All right, load it up.
if something turns afoul with this parcel, I will take full responsibility and insist any punishment be given for this is placed upon my head alone.
And Theron, you did cast detect magic on it, correct?
Correct. Yes, there is nothing magical about this chest at all.
Does it seem to be?
So
Does it seem to be booby trapped in any way?
Doesn't seem to be. There's no obvious wires connecting
Here,
anything.
here, Colt, if you would If you want to do the old-fashioned shake test, come over here, grab the other end, and we'll give it a little rattle. See if there's any sounds in there. Surely, a chest being shooken up mid-transit, or a chest shaken up mid-transit is expected upon the rust seas.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you come over and shake this chest for me? I'll take a step back.
Meow would hear that
chest
from
for me.
under the deck because he's currently pulling apart lamb right now.
Yeah, why don't you come over here and shake a chest?
Tell him you'll be there in 2
What?
shakes of a lamb's tail. Do it.
Oh God. Oh no.
You say
Yeah, he
pulling
would
part of
say that.
lamb?
Or sheep, yeah.
Number
Yeah.
3.
I was promised
Mutton.
sheep.
Mutton.
Yeah, I'm getting those
I
mutton
didn't
chops.
promise the sheep.
I mean, when Radagast ran away in terror at the mention of cheese wheels, he'd probably ran down by the sight of one of his sheep getting dismembered.
I would say
I'm gonna say I didn't because if I did, I could have probably would have turned into like a giant scorpion and attacked you.
Oh, oh no.
I would assume that Meow would have either had Zap Brannigan. I can't remember his name now. What the heck?
Pretty
Champ
close.
Galahad.
Champ Gallahan.
Champ Galahad either let him borrow Black Razor to feed him first, or had Champ do it himself before pulling apart number 3. But number 3 is now perished and being cooked. And then he'll kind of yell up to the deck. Give me a minute, and I'll be right there.
I mean, I can do it if you'd like.
Oh yes, certainly. Just we're not going to be too rough with it. Just give it a little
Okay, all right.
gentle
I mean, I was
rumble.
want someone to
Look-
shake it who I did, had less attachment to in case something went bad. But I trust you.
Okay. We'll shake it.
Oh boy.
Like give it like a little rattle. See if we can hear any sort of indication if things inside are metal or ceramic or granular.
Roll perception, both of you.
Oh, that means inspiration. 18.
26.
Nice. You can hear the clanking of metal on metal, like a bunch of tiny metal objects and other things clattering against each other.
Like coins?
Could be.
See, it doesn't sound alarming at all, Colt. I think we're safe.
Well, let's be sure we inform the White Sales Company of the exact nature of this chest so that they're fully aware. They could be expecting it, but let's not sully our reputation by delivering something terrible to Neverwinter. But I suppose I'm satisfied.
Don't you have one of those paper bird things you can send off and magically fly to the recipient?
Cole kind of shakes his back and forth. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Is it addressed to anyone specifically at White Sales? Just
Jordan, the letter that I had earlier, did it have a name on it?
Adelaide.
Yes, it's we'll be going to Adelaide.
Adelaide. Okay. I will compose a 25-word message. It says, Adelaide, CST here, bringing you a chest from Mintarn and a letter. Probably not dangerous, not
From the local
magical,
guards.
not magical vibes. However, be it I'm cautious, may want to prepare for its arrival. XOXO Colt.
We're like 30 forward, but that's okay.
I counted.
Okay, good. I miscounted. I don't know how to count.
but they'll probably get there like a day or two before we get there. All right. Well, unless there's anything else we need to do, we're all loaded up. I would like to do a flyby of our island. Where did you go? Did you go there, Ametrine?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was there anyone or anything on there?
Nope.
Oh, well, how delightfully convenient. All right, well, let's fly over it on our way to Neverwinter, and
I started laying some foundations.
oh, fantastic. Yes, we should definitely get an overview to see, some ideas of what we want to do. I have a few ideas myself, but let's just take a look, see what's going on there.
All right.
It's at this point Meow's gonna walk upstairs and kind of shuffle up, and he's gonna have both of his arms covered in wool and guts. You needed me for something, Colt.
Yes, I was wondering if you could deliver a haiku for us.
A high what?
Haiku, a haiku. It's a poem. Can you or can't you?
How do you deliver a poem?
When you put words together in a certain pattern that's tasteful to the ear.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Boy, all right. I guess it's fine. I'm not angry. Meow. I'm just. It's all right.
Just
We'll talk later.
disappointed.
Just disappointed.
We'll talk later. All right, fantastic. Big Vel-
Confused, Meow will shuffle back downstairs.
All right, Vel is sleeping on the ship for this week and probably next week. And shall we depart? Is there anything else we need to do here?
I say depart.
Depart.
Okay, and Bertrand Reynolds will be in his ship, or is he coming on our ship?
He would be best at the helm of the Musty Mermaid, but you guys are free to keep pace with him.
Okay, we will go in a convoy towards the island and head our way to Neverwinter on... Gosh, how long is it going to take us to get there? Do you do a hex a day?
It's about 100 miles a day.
And hex is 30 miles?
Let's see.
We could
3
try
inches here is 360 miles.
We could try to warp speed again.
Well, we leave Bertrand behind. I don't mind a nice casual
we,
sail.
How much does the spell components for the spell jamming vessel cost? Wasn't it like 1,000 gold piece
It's like a 5,000 gold rod.
rod?
Create spell jamming helm. Yeah, it's a crystal rod worth 5,000 gold.
So we don't have that.
Currently, no.
Darn.
I don't mind sailing. We haven't done this for a while. We usually just burst into problem after problem. I wouldn't mind a week or so of like not trying to end the world and just enjoying the nice air with you.
Okay.
Besides, you'll get to be you're an expert space sailor. Just no plant air sailing.
All right. So we're going to our little island.
We're gonna go swing by our island. Obviously, Bertrand's ship can't go over it, but we'll go over it. Everyone take a nice good look at it, get an idea of the layout of it and whatnot, and we'll have a week or so, or how long it takes to brainstorm some ideas, and load up with food, have a nice few relaxing feasts, maybe a little dancing. We'll just actually relax a little because it's been kind of a busy 3 months.
Oh, it's a really beautiful island. I found this lovely little cove with like a waterfall and
Ooh.
a little like cave inside.
Oh well, then you're all set.
And yeah. No, and if anybody has anything that you want me to build, I'm more than happy to help out.
Oh, she's very, very good at urban planning.
Well, If that's all the business we have to attend to, are the Longshots heading out on their voyage?
We're heading on our voyage.
On our favorite rocket ship.
As the sun begins to descend in the sky, casting lovely orange, red, and pink hues over the ocean, your friends and companions all sail in a nice convoy, the direction of Neverwinter, north-northwest.
Convoy. That's that song play, the convoy song.
But as we leave,
Oh, shit.
I would like to cinematically pull back to the island of Mintarn. In the middle of the guard station proper, where Bismuth is brought in, booked, and she's got this smile on her face. She's in the cell for about all of 10 minutes before two fellas sort of walk up, release her from jail, and address her. Well, there you go, boss. Wouldn't be the first time. She sort of smiles, a bit of a crooked smile, reaches down into her shirt and pulls out about half a cigar and pops it in her mouth and goes, well, I'll be seeing him later.
Oh no!
Yes.
Theron has his big BBBG, big bad guy. He's off
And then she-
fight a grandmother.
And then she takes off her 10,000-pound ankle weights and unlocks her true form, and is now suddenly moving 100 miles an hour.
She brings her finger up in candy and lights her cigar.
Oh, okay.
She's a wizard, Harry.
And we'll be right back with their sea voyage after this break.
Oh boy.
Boy.
We're right back. And we're back.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back. So, guys, like most sailing journeys, how little or how much time it takes is directly up to you. So, as you're leaving for your first 4 or 5 hours of travel via moonlight, do you want to
Um,
get up to anything in particular?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
it.
Meow is going to be on the boat with since we're keeping pace, he's going to be on the boat with Mr. Reynolds. And he's going to be shouting out into the ocean, Danny! Danny the dolphin! He wants to speak to Danny again. Waste no time.
Are you holding wave, I assume?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
always. He never leaves my side.
Roll me a percentile check, please.
Percentile. Moment. I've got my physical dice today, made out of copper.
I've got some bismuth-y looking dice myself.
Nice. That is an 83.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, player.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like a bee.
You shout and your voice echoes across the waves, and you hear nothing but the sound of water lapping up against the deck and wind in the sails. Until, out of the water in a quick somersault, hey, it's that guy! And like, he keeps like breaching, saying "What's up?" constantly.
Meow will kind of like try to catch him with like a couple of words every time he pops up out of the water. Just wanted to see how you were doing out here.
He's like, "Oh, yeah,
I know
hold
it's
on a
been
second."
Wow.
He comes back
Wow,
up.
this has been-
Sorry, there was a really hot dolphin back there. Anyway,
My man.
He's kind of just like swimming along, looking up your way, and every now and then turning up to yeet, I guess, and speak.
Meow's gonna be like, do you need me to impress her with the thing? I can say you did it.
You talking about the fish thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, hey, yo, give me 1 second. He dives under the waves. A couple minutes go by before finally the 2 dolphins surface, and he's like, "Hey, look, this is the guy I was telling you about. Hey, Trident guy, say hello."
Hi, I'm Meow.
Hi there, Mr. Trident guy.
Oh boy. Meow's gonna have a threesome with a pair of dolphins.
Oh God.
Roll for blow.
Meow's immediately going to try to perceive if there's anything different about this dolphin that would make her hot in comparison to Danny the dolphin. Like he's just morbidly curious. Like, what is it that makes a hot dolphin? So he's like studying this thing in particular.
Roll for bestiality checks.
Yeah, I
Do a furry percentile roll. Hang on.
roll me a wisdom save.
I think that's reasonable.
All right,
A
wisdom.
nature check? What would make a dolphin hot?
Yeah, I like that better. Roll me a
What would-
nature check.
Nature check. All right, let's go.
More animal handling? Question mark.
Oh, oh my.
I mean, I get a +1 to animal handling, so we'll go with that one. That is a 9, Captain.
Looks like just like any other old dolphin. You're not really quite sure how exciting that is, but
She has really thick red lipstick and fake eyebrows. Eyelashes, I mean.
Meow's just gonna kind of scratch his chin and say, "Well, did Danny here tell you about this neat trick that he can do?"
yeah, he says he can funnel all this kinds of fish in his mouth, and I told him that's a really odd thing to say to somebody, but you know,
Yeah,
here we are.
I had a couple turtles tell me that once too. Yeah, but you know, it's actually quite impressive. You know, really, if I were him, I wish I could do it. Yeah, Danny, why don't you do that trick for us real quick? And he's gonna like message to Wave like, "Hey, can you help out, Wave?"
Yes. All the fish in the sea, listen to me. Converge at that porpoise's open pie hole.
Wow.
And just as a display of prowess, Danny starts doing one of the dolphin tricks where he's like basically noodling across the water. And all these fish are just gonna start salmoning up into his mouth. He's like, "Yeah, I caught the best part," and leans in the water, sort of supreme swimmer style, mouth open, and just this funnel of fish just corralling his way. He's getting comically obese as these fish are
Yes.
just flooding in.
You gotta kill him.
That is one poor side porpoise.
One of his eyes is like sort of twitching. He's like, "Oh, is this fucking hot?"
Meow's gonna be like, "Yeah, he's a pretty eligible guy. I'm telling you, it's pretty impressive, right?"
I didn't believe it, but now he's genuinely magical.
Yeah, he's sure. Yeah, whatever he said.
Do I hear these like all this fish and all this rumble? from
Yeah,
the bottom of the deck?
absolutely.
I will walk up.
I just hear like
I'm-
the wet
and I'm gonna
slapping
see-
of fish swimming
gonna-
against each other.
I'm gonna see Meow trying to talk to this dolphin. I'm like, "Oh, I'll help you, buddy. It's okay." Polymorph, dolphin.
Yeah, I was going to say, "Be cool, man," but then you turned me into a dolphin, so I guess fuck it. Why not? We're going.
He could turn you into a dolphin. I mean, there is a
I
wisdom.
did. No, I did.
You know what? I won't even try to resist this. I will just turn into a dolphin and
It would be
I
18
guess
safe.
I guess just flap around on deck.
Can Colt see this from
I
the
turned you
ship?
But not that I only turned you into any dolphin. I turned you into the most handsome dolphin that any
Oh,
dolphin's ever
no.
seen.
Like a dolphin with a
No.
He's like
mustache?
handsome Squidward as dolphin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Danny will never forgive
Even
me.
more.
Dolphin with a 12-pack.
God.
Mhm. Can
Well, Radagast is feeling distraught from the cheese wheels, so he doesn't give a shit.
can Colt see this from the ship of what's going on below him?
Definitely up to you, but you would for sure hear something slapping on the deck if you weren't
I think Colt would
if
lean
you
over
weren't
this.
up top.
I think Colt would lean over the side and just take it all in and speak because he knows Amatrin can hear him. You know, I am glad you and I are on the same ship.
I love it. I think this is really exciting.
Yes. I want to know what's going on down there, but I'm content just to sort of watch and look at context clues. I think Meow's gonna fuck a dolphin. Which,
I mean, I thought he was concerned about his wife.
well, I don't know what their policy is on that. You know, some people like if you're a different town, it doesn't count. Some people are like if you're a different species, it doesn't count. I mean, I also wouldn't be surprised if there's swingers, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Meow seems really straight laced.
Yeah, I think Meow's the kind of person like would watch from a corner, like, and then watches and then just like watch, but like, I I don't know. I just want to see how this plays out with the dolphin down there. Don't wake up Vel. This was very disturbing for her.
Meow seems really uncomfortable around me. I keep trying to be his friend, but
He is generally an uncomfortable person.
yeah, but I think he's concerned about his wife.
Well, you are quite the catch. I mean, if I was his wife, I'd be concerned too.
But I'm friends with it. I'm friends with Anna too.
You are, but that's how it starts. I've
Well,
written many of baldy tales where that's exactly how it starts.
Hmm.
My subscribers love my erotic fan fiction.
Oh, you write fan fiction
Oh, I do. Yes.
You
You know.
walked into this one.
about what about?
Oh, just famous Sword Coast folks and whatnot, and then just your general romantic, trashy novels like an elven maiden lost in the woods and a beautiful centaur helps her, or like just all sorts of things. It depends what's the trends are, but it's about 40% of my sales, to be honest with you.
Do you have any did you do any erotic fan fiction based off of Volo's Longshots?
No, I wouldn't die. We have a reputation to maintain. I mean, I guess if someone writes one about us, I consider that to be a great compliment. I mean, if someone parodies you and makes a porn parody of you, that's you fucking made it, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm.
Some people have published unauthorized Colt Sebastian Taylor fan fiction novels.
I mean, I'm not in the book, so I have no idea.
No, I haven't, but people have published things about me. It's a compliment, but I don't get any royalties from it. So, anyways, I'm going to bet a copper piece that Meow's going to wake up with 2 dolphins.
While you two are having this incredibly in-depth conversation, Meow is just flapping violently on the deck, breathing just fine because dolphins have lungs, but starting to get a little warm and dry.
Well, also the weight of your body would crush your lungs. They're not meant to be on land.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that's why you can't be beached. You just don't hang on the beach and get a suntan.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in this piece of citrine and say that Meow is gonna lose that dolphin form before he even gets into the water.
Meow is gonna. Oh wait, I was breathing the whole time. So Meow's just gonna kind of like
Could you do that as he's being thrown into the water?
Was I being thrown in the water? Okay, let's roleplay that.
I guess
I mean,
that
if
I
you
was
want to
leaving
be
it up
thrown
to
in the
you
water,
guys.
I'll throw you in the water. I'll do it.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I like imagining myself
you-
midair, dolphin form.
When
Go
I see you
ahead.
struggling, I'll just put you in your natural habitat.
How? It's a 12-foot long dolphin.
magic.
I'm sure Theron helped, and
Yeah,
the
between the
and
two.
Yeah, there
For-
was right there.
and the sheep.
I mean, if
Aaron,
you're
what
gonna
do
ask
you
me,
make of
I
all
was
of
just
this?
gonna like roll him across the deck like this. Like I wasn't gonna actually pick him up and just flop him in the water.
Boy, it's a good
Is
thing
there
you
no railings?
put a little
What does
door.
If there is a railing, I'll like put my knee underneath, like put him against him, and put my knee underneath of him, and like jack him
know
up
how-
with like
Do you know how
some
big a dolphin
wood.
is?
Throw him in there. He'll be fine.
I'm not
If I
saying
find myself really struggling, I'll wild shape into a goddamn fucking lion, and I'll yeet him off this goddamn ship if I have to.
lions, well known for picking things up and throwing them over things.
No, it would be with my mouth.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure.
The animal that evolved from the saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a string of great
Very
decisions
common
going on
one.
here.
Just the
So-
common lion.
so just to make sure I've got the canon right,
The
I'm
communist.
currently being lunged into the ocean as a dolphin by a lion, and while I'm midair, flailing off the side of the ship, I'm suddenly being turned into a human. Did I get all this right?
How are you
I
a human?
need to know a couple different things. First,
I feel like initiative rolls need to be for order of operations.
I need to know what Theron is
What's
making
the
of all of
stack?
this,
Just
so that way I can get final votes on what the hell's happening before I resolve.
just quietly observing. Just shaking his
Uh.
head slowly.
Ship madness.
Okay. And Radagast, I need a strength check as you go to roll our friend.
As a lion.
Now, is this before
Are you,
or after
are you
lion?
going to be a lion? Like, is that for real?
No, like that's what I was only answering the question. Like I was rolling the dolphin, and then I was gonna like roll him off the edge. But if there was like a ledge, then I was gonna put my knee underneath of him, and then if I still saw myself where I wasn't able to do it, then I was going to turn into something to do it. That's how it
Yep,
escalated to that.
that's what the strength check is for. Let's see if you can do it without being a lion.
I just
Okay.
The lion choice is just what? There's so many other animals.
I love it.
Oh,
And
it's a
it
great.
sounds like we might be
No,
getting.
no, it's a
It's
perfect.
11.
You're able to like his hands are pushing like right into your guts, meow, but he is finally able to like flop your head over the side and like just dump you into the water.
You're one with your people.
Swimming comes
Bit.
natural to you in your dolphin form. You can intrinsically swim.
Okay. Now, did Amatrine say she was removing my form somehow?
No, she was doing a side bet on whether or not you'd even make it into the water in your form.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay. Well, in that case, a meow is just gonna flop around in the water until he figures out his new form, and I'm assuming I can speak dolphin because I am one.
What?
That's why I turned you into a dolphin, so you can speak to this other dolphin.
I don't know how it works.
I think technically no, because dolphins don't speak a language, but using the spell
Wait.
"Speak with Animals" allows you to
Is the
understand
dolphin
animals.
Is the dolphin that he was speaking to
It's
on the
not
ship
an
still?
it's not an awakened dolphin, and it's swimming next to the ship because dolphins don't have legs, and yeah.
It could have flopped up.
Oh my
It
god,
could've
we need
flopped up.
to awaken this dolphin.
If it was on a ship, I was
Oh.
just gonna throw it off the ship and put it
Oh.
down.
I posted
by
something in
him.
the general chat that I think will happen probably off screen.
All right.
Oh God.
Folks, you
So,
really need to join our Discord channel. I'll post it in the chat here shortly.
After dark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God.
All right.
So
Now
after
you are
that
down in the
wonderful
water.
image has been burned into my subconscious, I was gonna swim over to the dolphins and introduce himself formally to the lady dolphin. What was her name? Did she introduce herself yet?
She didn't, but her name's Julia.
Julia. Gotcha. Um,
Hey there, handsome. You got some nice dorsal fin.
Uh-oh.
I'm married.
Well, that works for me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Danny.
He's like, oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of chubby.
Wow.
What's up? I got a bit of a food coma going on.
Yeah. I was just gonna tell Julia about that one time you fought off a great white shark by yourself. You want to tell her about the story?
Like, oh yeah, it was freaking huge.
A little bit of fish comes back up, just the bottom half digested of a fish. He's like,
That's all right. That one didn't taste so good anyway. Yeah, so this thing, it's circling these guys on a door. I don't know why they're on a door in the middle of the water, but here I come, I'm swimming by, and he says to me, "Hey, buddy, you take care of this great white, I'll take care of you." So I was like, yeah, I gave him the little bing bang boom, gave him a little bit of the tail slap and said, "Hey, this here's my water. Hey, get out." And he was like, "Yeah, you're right."
He's being very modest. He had that shark running for the hills.
Ready for the reefs?
The reefs, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the vernacular.
The reefs. It was really impressive. You would have been very impressed, I think.
Wow, you sure are something.
I'd like to do an insight check to see what the probability of getting Danny the Dolphin laid is tonight. I'd like to roll by
Clear that?
listen, I'm trying to be a good wingman for my boy Danny.
This is
What
where
an
we're at
insight.
now.
This is
There
is
comes
a
a point
12.
in every D&D campaign
Where
where
you fuck a dolphin?
Well, you just gotta end it, right? Like, I mean, this is the time.
Sometimes you just gotta hit the
Pull the
nuclear
curtain.
option.
How long until Meow smokes pot with Danny?
Oh God.
I mean,
Stick in his blowhole.
Just saying, DM, you can end this.
You
No,
have
don't.
the power.
Just
Don't do it.
summon some sort of dragon or
Don't do it the PJ way.
a killer orca.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't do it the PJ way.
meanwhile, back on the ship,
Yeah, sorry guys. I really thought you just wanted to talk to a dolphin. So
Danny seems to be doing well, by the way. Seems to be impressing the
Seal the
dolphin.
deal.
My,
the other
my
dolphin.
guy.
My guy.
Close it down, buddy.
Blaine's corpse is
Bert
fine.
walks up to Theron Radagast. He's like,
I haven't seen anything like that since the Seaman Academy.
Is that where you graduated from?
Where I studied. No one said I graduated. Who said I graduated?
Is that how you became good with the boats?
No. It's where I learned to navigate.
Oh, so you like know like north, south, and
Yep,
the
north,
other.
south, and the other two, right?
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, you learn like how the wind blows and stuff, right?
Yep. All the best knots to tie and things like that. Sailing, though, you learn that from experience.
You want to be a dolphin too?
I don't think I do. I think there's enough dolphining happening.
Yes.
Also, have you seen my sheep number 3?
I didn't know you had numbered sheep.
Really no help. He walks away.
Well, oh, gotcha.
I like to imagine that Meow's fins are like still covered in wool and like a little bit of sheep guts as he's swimming around.
I mean, would Ragass put two to two together to see a bloody wool covered?
No,
No. Okay.
no, not smart.
So, yeah, the next little bit of your adventure goes on.
I'll just quietly hand a small hunk of citrine over to Colt.
What's this?
I lost the bet.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you'll win this back.
Danny, however, is gonna look over Meow's way and he's like,
Hey, it was good chilling and everything, but I think I gotta head back to the reef. Have a little supper, even though I just ate. Ugh. But I'll be hungry when I get there. It's a long swim.
Yeah, you two have he's just gonna like mid sentence. He feels super awkward. He's just gonna bail.
Goodbye, Mr. Human Dolphin Guy.
Yeah. It was nice meeting you, Joyce.
Once that
And
wraps
then
up, I
Squirma.
think Colt is going to take to. Should we have a looking glass on the ship? But he'll probably just go around, search the horizon. At one point, there was a blue dragon in this relative area. He wants to make sure that nothing sneaks up on him. So, sky, sea, doesn't want anything to be sneaking up on him.
I would say for the next hour of our journey, if that's what you'll be doing, make me perception checks.
Perception checks.
Can I make one as well?
Yeah, this is everybody.
Ooh,
Oh, everyone.
that's a hot 30.
8.
That is a 12 from Dolphin Meow.
27.
Wow. That's a big number.
Plus 10.
All right. Nothing really too eventful, but anyone who had over 15, you can spy just on the horizon a nice shooting star pass by.
Like from the sky, or like it's hitting the ocean.
Like across the sky.
Okay. I got excited there.
You know, I always did enjoy clear nights like this when I was traveling. And a much smaller group of people than what we have now.
Shoot, I guess I'm gonna throw a buoy down or something for
At,
overboard dolphin.
how long is he in dolphin form? An hour, right?
Yep.
All right. So you
10
can
minutes,
either
hour.
choose to get him up or end concentration, however you wanted to do it. But at a certain point, it will just end. So
I kind of like the idea of me like just scooting along in dolphin form on the buoy. just like coasting with the boat.
Just tie it. Tie it on top side.
Mm.
So I figure we're cruising if we're on Max. If we're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say to Colt, like maybe like I'll keep watch if you want to get some sleep. I know it's getting a bit late.
It is. It is. But another hour or so, I'll probably turn in, and then we can figure out how to do this. But oh god, been so busy. I really haven't spent it. He's just gonna lay on. What's doing a look around? He'll probably just lay on the deck, and just look straight up, talking because he knows she can hear him. So that's haven't really spent any time looking up at the stars in quite a while.
That's strange considering that we were just sailing among them.
Well, it's one thing to be surrounded by stars, and it's another thing to have the stars above you. Just a different aesthetic, really.
Hmm.
When Star and I first got here, we didn't go into any towns, far too dangerous, so most of our nights would end pretty much like this, just sort of laying back and catching our breath, figuring out what we're going to do tomorrow, and looking up at the stars.
I've always said the sky was strange. I mean, very empty. I mean, the Underdark, there's plenty of like phosphorescent things to kind of mimic this, but it really is quite beautiful.
Well, I grew up surrounded by stone and people and expectations, so there's something very relaxing about not being surrounded by anything. It's one thing to lay in the middle of a field to look up, but it's even more so to be up in the middle of the sky on a ship, basically laying on you in a way, just looking up and taking a breath. It's very relaxing.
Yes, your bed is quite nice.
Well, I would hope so by now. Do you think those down on the ship below us have all turned themselves into dolphins and are having some sort of aquatic orgy?
I'll look down. Is that happening?
No. They would have been swimming back behind, and you've long since left their path. Seemed like they left in good dolphin spirits.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening, actually, Colt.
Well, although I usually am upset when I miss one, I can't say I would want to put dolphin orgy on my list of conquests. Is Theron a dolphin? And is he currently having sex with other dolphins?
Oh yes,
Wow. Boy,
it's really quite.
you steal
It's
one
really quite
barrel.
wild.
You steal one barrel of lobster brisk. Break your oath with Talos, and then within a day, he is dolphining it up. I'm not shocked. I always knew he had it in him.
Earl to 16 deception.
Yeah, I believe you. Well, good. That should loosen everyone
I
up.
mean, arguably, I'm not sure you really know what the tenets of Talos are.
What's that?
I'm not sure if you know what the tenets of Talos are.
That is factually correct. I don't know, and
I mean, it's not like you really listen to what he has to say about his god.
that is accurate. I do not at all. But I think
And plus, it sounds like it's more of a relationship like what I have with the Earth. You know, we
well,
make, we make mistakes, and you know, stuff happens, but you can't always. I don't think stealing your bisque is gonna cause him to break his oath.
Oh, I don't think so either. But I I have had some
You're
bad
teasing.
experiences with paladins, but I'm trying to be much better about it, not to be so harsh. But I really just couldn't help myself to give him a hard time.
You just want his attention.
I mean, if you want to say that, I just make him feel awkward is more than enough for me. So,
Exactly. You're bonding.
oh, okay. Well,
I'm
all
very
right.
proud of you.
Oh, well, if you're happy, then I'm happy. But
I'm happy that you're taking the time to get to know your teammates.
I don't care about any of them except you and Vel. Nope, don't care.
That is not true.
Well,
You
time
know,
for me to get
you
some
know
sleep.
I know
I'm gonna go get some sleep.
it. Oh, I thought you were staying up for another hour.
It's been an hour. Good night.
All right, I'll keep watch.
All right. Anyone else need anything done?
Travel time, I guess.
All right. We are free to advance time to the next day. A long rest can be applied to your characters. Between the nice salty sea air and the nice breeze.
Do I get
Unless you
along
guys get seasick. Yeah.
if I'm driving the ship?
I mean, hopefully you wouldn't be driving it the whole time, but if you are, then no. You can get shorts. Well, I mean, that shouldn't require too much constant.
I mean,
I'll revisit that.
Vel is technically there. I'm sure we could swap her out for
Yeah,
an
I was
hour.
gonna say there at least have to be some swapping going on.
Yeah.
All right. And then do I get fuck you. Excuse me. Sorry. Um
Awesome.
not you,
Well.
not you. Sorry.
I never.
A dragon appears.
I'm sorry. I was trying to unlock my phone with the fingerprint, but my hands are sweaty, and so it like didn't unlock, and then it was like, you've tried 5 times, therefore you have to wait. Is like, no. If taking a long rest, does that get my my hit point max back to what it originally was?
Yes. Should
Okay.
have.
Yeah, you got mummied, didn't you?
I got my mood.
All right. So, I was planning to end a little early tonight, considering the fact that we have a few more days of ship travel up, and I want to give you guys all the opportunity to experience everything there is out there without me needing to cut it short. So, we can continue to the next day, and if you guys have any business you want to handle first thing in the morning, we can do so and go from there after that, or we can go ahead and wrap up here.
I think it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I do want to check in with Radagast if it's possible.
Mhm.
And see if he's okay.
Sure.
Because, I mean, that whole cheese wheel joke seemed to kind of disturb him quite a bit. Are you okay?
He's looking for number 3, so he's just kind of like looking around at the. I guess
Distraught.
I think he's finally made it into the kitchen. Actually, he's looking around in there, like in the cabinets and stuff. So if you're asking if he's okay, we're having a conversation in the kitchen. Then he's gonna nod his head, yeah, and he's just like opening drawers and closing them, and looking through them tediously. Even the ones where the sheep like couldn't fit in at all.
Can I just ask, what is a cheese wheel? And why are they so scary?
Oh no, you said the word. Oh no, I'm so sorry. So I gotta polymorph you into a mouse. I'm gonna run away.
What's the save on that?
It's a save.
It is a save.
Wisdom.
It is a wisdom.
18.
Yes. Actually, I'm gonna double check that because they have been.
I
Oh,
rolled a
15.
15.
It was either 18 or
Oh.
above. It's an 18. With that being said, dolphin form has now been strucken. Or that's actually been a whole long day, so never mind. That's been a while, so you've been human for a while now. Never mind. Talking to Meow. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's terrified of the cheese wheel, so yeah, he runs out.
I'll follow him in mouse form.
Like a squeak, 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 squeak.
And then wait until I am unpolymorphed.
I love polymorph. It's my favorite spell.
Well,
I'm sorry for saying something wrong. I didn't mean to.
It's only up to an hour, so.
Yeah.
you have an hour to think about your action. Well, and as the little mouse feet hit the deck of the ship, our camera pans out from the trackless sea and the Sword Coast, further off the planet of Toril, further still to a small band of asteroids where a dark shape moves past.
Ooh.
And that's
Is it
what we'll
a-
end tonight.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is a dark shape in the shape of a pyramid?
Or a space dragon? Oh god.
I'm thinking that it's Elian's father.
Yeah, that's right.
After I Colt want to send some messages out, but I'll do that when we next week. Well, top
All right.
next week.
Heck yeah.
So
But
then,
no,
folks,
How close
go
are we? How close are we to Neverwinter? We're like halfway there. I have no idea.
so you are 1 day's travel in. I need to refigure on this map. I knew originally on the other map, but this particular map is scaled just a little differently. So I need to do a double check here because it's about 14 inches. Every inch is 120 miles. And then I need to double check the sailing ship here, which let's see. It's 2 miles in an hour. 100. Yeah, so that I'm gonna have to calculate up just to make sure that I'm getting the conversions right there.
Because our
But-
travel time could possibly be counted as downtime time as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. And that's
Okay.
what I was trying to get across every time we have a ship journey. If you don't want to RP the ship journey day to day, I can literally just make it
Yeah,
a downtime thing.
yeah. Because Cole will probably be doing a few things. Okay, cool. Anyways, right, well, I guess we should go right on the channel, and we'll be back.
120 miles per day, so it would be a 2-week journey.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Well, until next week, my friends. This has been the Longshots. We'll be back next Wednesday for High Fantasy and Adventure. And now we are going to go raid. Let's see here. Dungeon Crawlers. That sounds like fun. So until next time, we're the Longshots Dungeons and Dragons. And we'll see you next week.
Bye,
Hey, Dolphin
everybody.
Horny.
Good fight, good night.
Keep them.
Yeah.
Practice safe dolphin intercourse.
Thanks, guys.